Yes, my people, what's going on? LB from United Lifters. Hope you are blessed. On this video here, we're doing a training analyze video. I had a dynamic day. Instead of me doing, let me get my training plan up and show you, so I can show you what's going on. Hold on 1 second. I don't wanna play no games. Something stuck in my head, bro. You get me? I'm gonna show you what I was doing. Let me flip the screen. Give me a second. Can I flip the screen? Don't know if I can. Yeah, cool. So this is what I was doing, right? So instead of me doing bench press 9 by 3, I was doing axle bar clean and press 9 by 3. Because I'm doing a strongman competition, I'm not really trying to do powerlifting movements that make any sense. So what I did was I went to do what I was doing was clean and press axle bar, and I did some stones, and then I did some pin press. I'm gonna take you through it right now. So before we get started, going a bit too fast. So before we get started, my mom's packing bare shit. I don't know why she's packing bare shit, but as you could see, my space is limited. However, that doesn't affect me getting this work. You know what I'm saying? What I was gonna say is, it's a 15 plate on each side. Dynamic is mainly more sets and speed. So what I did was I dumbed down the weight just for this whole set. I did 8 by 3. I did 4 without a belt and 4 with a belt. When I did put on the belt, that's when it got me, and I was like, okay, what I need to do, I'll let you know during the video. So yeah, as you can see, it's me warming up. First set down. Yeah, this is me warming up right now, as you can see. Clean and press with the bar. Clean and press with the bar. Second set without no belt. If I turn this down a little bit more. Without no belt, just get into the motion. I did 4 without a belt and 4 with a belt. I'm just trying to see where I'm at. When you haven't got a belt on, obviously it comes down to then grip. You will see, because then the grip starts getting good, because then the bar starts to stick to your hands. First set I had no chalk on, and it did feel a bit slippery, so I did apply some chalk on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all I'm thinking about here is getting under the bar. That's all I'm thinking about, is getting under the bar, being fast, knowing where to position myself. I think on this one, I think I was a little tad. Hold on, I got 2 screens, so I need to go over here. I was tad a bit behind the bar, so I need to really get under the bar. That's what I'm saying to myself: get under the bar and be more explosive. See what I'm saying? I wish I would have went a bit forward, put the bar a bit back, so it's kind of dragging on my leg. Do you know what I mean? So I can get kind of like a bounce on my quads. And then I should have dropped my ass, chest out, looking up here somewhere. You know what I mean? And this is one motion as well. But as I said, guys, these videos are here for a reason. Like, you have to record your videos to see what you're doing, because without it, like, it's kind of, or you're just training for the training. I'm training to get better. As you know, this episode is called The Rebuild Dare to Be Great. So we're trying to be great, you know what I'm saying? Another thing as well, what I should have done, I should have put on my Converses. I'm getting to this habit of wearing Crocs. I need to stop wearing Crocs, man. It's just too comfortable, man. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, if you see my tummy and my all these bits and bobs, hey, I'm at my personal residence. You get it? No one can see me but me. So yeah. As I was saying, this is without a belt. You see now I'm kind of dropping my ass back. See what I'm saying? Dropping my ass back and then ripping it up. This is what I'm saying by dynamics, and it's in the program. Let me see if I can go back to the program. It's in the program, as you can see. Instead of me doing bench press, I do add bench press in it, but I did 9 threes. I did 8 threes on this, and then I did sandbag to shoulder, and I did pin press. I didn't do tricep and I didn't do back. I ain't gonna lie. After this one here, finished me. And then I did 30 minutes of cardio after this. But this finished me. I can't even lie to you. Like, you gotta do different things, man. Otherwise, the body's just gonna be, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I had sleeves on just to be safe and not sorry. But as soon as the bar goes as soon as I feel that bar go above my shoulders, it's straight pressing up over my head. Like, those who know how to do log, you know the motion. When the bar is here, you just, yeah. But some people will look and then push. That's what they tell you to do. But yeah, guys, the weight is low because we have to make sure the technique. Am I too small here? Oh, we have to make sure the technique is drilled in, and I feel like we have to drill the technique in more than anything else. Because in comp day, you will get exposed if your technique is rubbish. And on comp day for mine, I did get exposed. I didn't get exposed, but the reps wasn't there. So as you can see, the bar is sticking to my hand like glue. This is what I'm saying. When you keep repping, that bar just becomes one. So that's what I did. Now, 4 sets with the belt, and all I was saying to myself was get under the bar. I think someone said it to me on Insta, clean and press the bar, but I'm not really a clean and press guy. So what I'm doing here is I'll show you. As soon as the bar goes up, right? I'll show you on the next one. All I'm thinking about here is switch your arm fast, because we're always got the bar like this, but when we're doing with the belt, it's rest it and then overhead. But I want to rest, but as soon as that, I'm throwing the bar up, so my hands can be aligned. You know what I mean? To change it, that's what I'm doing. So then I can press it over. As you can see, you will see one of the sets catch me out. As I said, if you see my bits and bobs, you know what I'm saying, I'm at home in my own residence. But yeah, just trying to be fast with the bar. As you can see, weights are not a problem. You know what I mean? I ain't slacking for weights. It's just on these sets I have to go down in weight. You know what I mean? Just to get the technique right. Strongman is a technical game. Yeah, you can be strong, but it's a technical game and you will get caught out. So I just put a 15 kg in on there. 15 kg. Next week we'll go to the 20s and we'll step up. We'll see how we go from there.
So say good night to the bad guy.
But yeah, guys, all I'm doing is switching my arm, just switching quick. Do you know what I mean? See that? See that right there? The arm was switched over. That's what I was doing. Switching my arm over, getting it on there. You know what I'm saying? But I need to make sure both of the arms are at the same kind of speed. You know what I mean? Because when it catches you on your upper chest, you will know. But these are good sets, man. These are good sets to do. You know what I mean? These are good sets to do. So this is what I was doing. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It caught me, man. Fitness have to get better. Fitness have to get better because it finished me off, man. Fitness has to get better. So I do need to dial in the sprinting. I do need to do it. Like, that's compulsory. In Strongman, I don't care who the hell you are. You must do some type of GPP. You know what I mean? So I think tonight I'm gonna do some GPP on my back. Do a little ride, probably half hour, 20 minutes, and do some mobility, and then that's it, man. And then we back on next week. You know what I think? And another thing I realized is it's not about locking the belt, it's about having the belt resting. This is what I never knew. I thought you had to lock the belt in, but when I was locking the belt, because the belt was flush with my stomach, it was just sliding down. You know what I mean? So what I've realized is just having the belt open. Do you know what I mean? Just having it open. And then all it is speed and technique. See, look, see that I'm bending down, arching. I should get a little bit more closer as well. Yeah. See what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's just fast switch. See how it just bounces off. See how it just bounces off, guys. This is what I'm saying. This is what I like. Because the reason why I like when it bounces, you catch it again and then extend. See what I mean? Look, my hand's already changing. As you can see, look, my hand's already changing. So yeah, just dumb down the weight, man. I'm not too fussed about the weight. As you can tell, I'm on the rebuild, so the weight is not a problem for me. As you can see, I have a lot of weight here to prep for powerlifting show and a strongman show. So there's weights all over the place. I even need to get more. You know what I mean? Especially for my category anyway. But yeah, guys, that's what I was doing. 8x3. Another thing as well, guys, I do pin press, man. I love pin press. I don't know why I love pin press, but shoulder pin press. Listen, I ain't short either. Just get that in your head. I ain't that short, yeah. So I was hoping that it didn't smack the top, because yeah, I ain't trying to, you know what I mean. But yeah, pin press on the rack. This is what I was doing. I love doing pin press, man. I don't know what it is, I just love it, bro. But after doing this, finished me. I couldn't be asked to put more weight on there, to be honest with you. These accessories, and you gotta understand, axle. I think this is like a 30 kg axle bar, like 30 kg plus. You know what I mean? It is gonna creep up on you. But what I've realized is, since I've been using the axle bar for like a month now, I really need to switch bars, to be honest. I do feel more stability in my wrists. I do feel more power in my shoulders and my triceps. Because when I use my regular bar over here, I can, you know what I mean? You know, I can push it. So yeah, it's good to have an axle, but I am looking for a Swiss bar as well. Every time I find a Swiss bar, I just don't go collect it. I don't know why, but yeah, I could have got a Swiss bar the other day, man. I mean, I left it, delayed it, I mean? But yeah, next bar is a Swiss bar. And probably a log. Those 2 bars, probably. Because technically I would be doing these on a Swiss bar. You know what I mean? And not the Swiss bar that's like 10 kg either. I'm talking about the 20 kg Swiss bar. But yeah, guys. Pin press. I did around 3 sets of those. 3 sets on the pin press, and now I'm moving on to sandbag lifts. New to sandbags, just got one 80 kg, as you can see, loaded, ready. Yeah, I'm still learning how to lift one and all that good stuff. I greased up all my arms, have it on there. But yeah, guys, but yeah, what I've realized is I need to get like say this is the bar, this is the bag. I need to put my foot in the middle center of gravity to be able to squat down and lift it, and then, you know what I mean? Because I'm literally one motion in it. One motion. Maybe that's not one motion, but you get my drift. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. When I do sandbags, boy, they will test your gangster. No cap. No cap. Yo, if you haven't got a sandbag, I'm telling you, invest in one. One of the best investments I've probably ever had is a sandbag. Probably the whole gym, to be honest, but yeah, I got these smash pads because I don't want to make mad noise, because the neighbors next door, when I start hearing windows close, I know I'm making mad noise. You get me? So yeah, but with the sandbag, you have to find the grip. You know what I mean? Because, you know, if you use your fingers, you gotta get the hook. You know what I mean? It's like you're getting it under there and you're rowing it towards you. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a good lift. Because normally you would either put these over farmer walks or you would carry them. You know what I mean? Going back and forth. So yeah, that's what I did, man. That's what I did, guys, man. Let's go back though. You see what I'm saying about my feet? Look, I'm standing far back. I should be like here. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, I'm getting underneath the bag. That's what I like, and I should row it. Yeah, see, I stopped rowing it. I should row it a lot more. See that? It's like a stiff leg deadlift type thing. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, you do 8x3s and then do sandbags. Yeah, no joke, but that's what I did. You know what I mean? Love this training. Shout out to Josh. If you don't know, he's on the Insta. Coach, he's got all the plans ready. Tomorrow, what do I have? Let me check what I have tomorrow. Hold on 1 second. Tomorrow, I have. This is what's this? Spot squats, deadlifts, so bands, yoke. I don't have a yoke, so see how to do some speed walks. Do you know what I'll probably do? I'll probably do not sure. I'll think about it and then go from there. But yeah, this is what we're doing tomorrow. Zercher carries with ab rolls, supersets. Jeez. And what's this? This is week 3. Yeah. Guys, it's your boy LB. Appreciate you checking in. This is the rebuild. Dare to be great. Episode 3. Sorry for the delay, man. I've just been busy with life, man. So yeah, we're gonna keep the motion going. Like, share, subscribe, holler back your boy. Peace.